Welcome to Clout 941, Sarasota's only live television show about Sarasota politics. I'm your host, Ron Filipkowski. Tonight's guest, Republican State Representative Doug Holder. Next week, we have his opponent, Democrat Sam Rosenfeld, so it should be a fun next couple of weeks. Tonight, my commentary. Once again, we pick up on the Hearld Tribune editorial page as we left off with last week. What we talked about is the endorsement process that they go through and really how the editorial page of the Hearld Tribune is out of touch with the community that they live in, which accounts for their continuing decline in circulation, as well as their ability to sell advertisements and to make money off their newspaper. And one of the biggest reasons for the reason why they're out of touch is the editorial page itself. Now, I predicted to you last week that they have already made up their mind who they're going to endorse in every single race before they even go through the interview process, and I'm going to prove that tonight. There's only been a couple of endorsements that have come out already, so what I'm going to do tonight is predict to you, race by race, who they're going to endorse before they do it, just to prove to you that I know their methodology. What is their methodology? Their methodology endorsements is this. In every close race, a race where they feel that a Democrat has a legitimate chance of winning, they endorse the Democrat. However, to balance that out so that they're not endorsing Democrats in every race, they try to make themselves appear even-handed, and they will endorse Republicans in races that they feel are very safely, sure-thing Republicans. And there's only been 2 endorsements out so far, and those fit the latter pattern. In the sheriff race, of course, they endorse Tom Knight, because Tom Knight is virtually a shoo-in. There's no question that Tom Knight is going to win the sheriff race, in my view, and they know that too, and therefore they can say, well, we endorsed a Republican. We endorsed Tom Knight. However, in the tax collector race, of course, you have a situation where in Sarasota County we have 2 incumbent Democrats, and that's an easy choice for the Hearld Tribune. You have an incumbent Democrat, legitimate chance of winning, perhaps even favored to win. They're going to endorse a Democrat in both races, and that means bad news for Laura Benson. The Hearld Tribune is going to endorse Keith Fitzgerald for sure, and they've already, of course, endorsed Barbara Ford Coates in the tax collector race over Donna Clark. And in the other races, we have Vern Buchanan and Christine Jennings. Of course, they are going to endorse Christine Jennings in that race. They have endorsed Christine Jennings last time. They're going to endorse her this time. In the race for supervisor of elections, that's a no-brainer. They're going to endorse Barry Sullivan, of course, because the Hearld Tribune has been out to get Kathy Dent for quite a long time, and basically ever since the 2006 election, they've blamed Kathy Dent for Christine Jennings' loss, and they're going to do everything they can to see that Kathy Dent is not elected again. Now, in the race of Doug Holder and Sam Rosenfeld, here's where they're going to try to go back in the other direction to show how fair they are to Republicans, because in Doug's district, Republicans outnumbered Democrats by 24,000 voters. Doug's incumbent. He's done very well in his first term, and so they know he's going to win, most likely, and so for that reason, they're going to endorse Doug Holder, is my prediction, balancing things out for the Republicans. And the other races that we have, I think there's only a couple left. We have Larry Eager and Adam Trebruge. Well, this is an easy one. They're going to endorse Adam Trebruge in this race because, once again, it's going to be a close race where the Democrat has a legitimate chance of winning. Therefore, they endorse the Democrat. Nancy Dietert Bentley is the final race, and in this one, of course, they are going to endorse Nancy Dietert. When have they not endorsed Nancy Dietert? Nancy Dietert is invincible in Sarasota County. I'm absolutely convinced of that. So are they. And that's why, look, if Morgan Bentley had run for any other office, they would endorse him in a heartbeat. I'm sure that they love Morgan Bentley because he's their kind of candidate. However, Nancy's invincible. They know that. Therefore, they're going to endorse Nancy Dietert. Now, how would I know all of that if I'm not in on the interview process? Because I know how they work. I know how they operate. The fix is already in all these races. These candidates are going through the interview process. It's just It's just a pro forma thing for them to do. The endorsements are already in, and follow along every day in the newspaper and see if I'm not right. Now, our next guest, Republican State Representative Doug Holder. Doug, welcome to the show.
Ron, good to see you.
Good to see you.
As always.
All right. Glad you could come on a little bit before the election. You busy?
Glad to be here. Oh, it is unbelievable how busy we are right now.
Tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, I originally came from Atlanta, Georgia, and have been in Florida now for about 12 years. And I am married to my wife, Shannon. We have 2 wonderful kids. My daughter, Channing, who is 3, and son, Chase, who's 8. And we're expecting a 3rd child. My wife is actually 3 months pregnant, going through all of this stuff right now. So
did I see your son plays Little League out at Twin Lakes?
He does. He's played at Twin Lakes for quite some time now. And
you're not out there yelling at him and yelling at the umpires and stuff, are you?
No.
I used to be the president of Little League out there, so we had to keep an eye on guys like you.
I coached for quite some time, and then I guess about 2 years ago, when things got hot and heavy in the political realm, I had to pull back from coaching, so now I just kind of assist.
Okay. All right, good. Okay, now let's get into some personal questions that'll tell us a little bit about you, you're the guy, where you're coming from. Tell us about a hobby that you may have that may surprise people.
Oh gosh, a hobby. Well, I love to cook. That's probably where I'm most skilled when it comes to hobbies. If you ask my wife, I really get a lot of stress relief in the kitchen. So. Okay,
sounds good. That's a good one. How about your favorite band? All-time favorite band?
Gosh. The Who.
You've had some good answers.
The Who.
The Who?
Yeah, I love The Who.
Classic. You're a classic rock 70s fan.
Yeah, I like country music too a lot. So usually those two don't go hand in hand, but I like them both.
Okay. How about your all-time favorite movie?
Oh, I love Forrest Gump.
See, we do really learn a lot about these people from these questions, don't we? All right, now I'm going to cost you some votes. What's your favorite restaurant around here? All the other ones you go to are going to vote against you now.
Well, you know, I eat a lot. I eat out a lot. We really enjoy going to different restaurants, and with our schedule, we end up going to quite a few restaurants. Probably, I've got a lot of really good restaurants that we go to, but my new favorite restaurant is Jimmy Dimitri's, which is on Clark Road. It's only been open now for a few months, but we also love on special occasions to go to Fleming's Steakhouse and several other places downtown. Unfortunately, there are several restaurants that have closed over the past 2 years, so that's a different issue, and I'm sure we'll get into that in a few minutes.
All right, now we've learned a little bit about Doug Holder, the guy. Now we're going to come back and talk a little bit about the campaign and some of the issues.